In every country on the street, you can find completely unusual and interesting dishes for a quick bite. They may turn out to be quite exotic, but they will perfectly introduce you to the uniqueness of each country's national cuisine. Hello there, and today we will tell you about the most unusual and amazing fast food from around the world. Tacos and tostadas, Mexico. Fried minced meat, red beans, and vegetables are wrapped in a soft corn tortilla. And to top it off, pour some guacamole, which is the most delicious avocado sauce in the world. Instead of minced meat, you can order finely chopped grilled chicken, pork, or bacon. For the vegetables, Mexicans prefer bell peppers, tomatoes, and of course chiles. Tostadas are the same corn tortillas, only dried or fried to a crunch. The cook puts the fillings on top of them and then sprinkles it with grated cheese. Kolbász, Hungary. This is a juicy sausage in a cone of dough with vegetables and sauce. It sounds like the description of a hot dog, but in reality, there is nothing in common. A sausage cone is baked right in the cafe. The dough is soft inside and crispy on the outside, and the smell of the freshly baked bread just makes you drool. You can choose any sausages, dairy, Bavarian, smoked, and if you don't have enough sausages, the seller can even add a few slices of crispy fried bacon to the kolbász. In addition to sausages, caramelized sweet onions, crunchy sauerkraut are put in the cone, and to top it all off, you get to choose which sauce is put on top: cheese, garlic, mustard, or tomato. The dish is decorated with chopped herbs. Especially for fans of healthy eating, kolbász does not use mayonnaise, but natural yogurt sauces. Brussels waffle, Belgium. This is the dream of any sweet tooth. The dough of Brussels waffles is soft, delicate, but strong, and any fillings you can imagine: whipped cream, ice cream, chocolate, fresh fruit, nuts, jam, or honey. It is incredibly difficult to choose. You just want to try everything. This dessert is baked in special forms to achieve a special relief. Brussels waffles have very deep pockets and are not needed for beauty. These pockets are filled with toppings, and the dish is incredibly juicy and tender. Pesce fritto al cono, Italy. Some Italian thought to come up with a brilliant idea to deep fry not potatoes, but seafood. Why not? Tasty, unusual, and very healthy. Pesce fritto al cono is made from shrimp, small fish, and squid. Seafood is used only fresh. They are bought directly from the fishermen. That is why the best pesce fritto al cono is served in coastal cities. They serve fried seafood in paper bags like ordinary French fries, but instead of ketchup, they pour it with fresh lemon juice, which is much tastier. This dish is eaten with a wooden skewer, as to not stain your fingers in oil. Pulled pork sandwich, England. This sandwich is a great alternative to the boring McDonald's burger. Instead of stiff cutlets, soft and juicy meat, sea sauce, and the freshest vegetables. The name of the sandwich is strange, but the dish describes itself for sure. For the sandwich, bake pork with fat, ham, or shoulder, and then tear it into small pieces. For what? For convenience. It's easier to bite. Then vegetables are spread on top. It includes cabbage, carrots, onions, and cucumbers. All this is mixed with sour cream, mustard sauce, and the meat is poured over with barbecue sauce. Incredible and yummy. Nasi goreng, Indonesia. This is rice fried in sesame oil with onions, garlic, and chili. The customer then chooses the remaining items. You can order vegetables, meat, fish, shrimp, or even thinly sliced egg pancakes. Sauces and spices add a special exotic touch to the dish. Filipinos add a lot of seasoning, oyster and soy sauces, cilantro, aromatic grass, shrimp paste, and peanut butter to the rice. In general, each cook fantasizes to the best of their own abilities, so you will not find two identical nasi goreng in the Philippines. They serve the dish on a cardboard plate, sprinkle with lime, and garnish with fresh herbs. Falafel, Egypt. In appearance, falafels are very similar to donuts, but they are not made from flour, but from chickpeas. Chickpeas are boiled, minced with a meat grinder, and seasoned with spices, parsley, garlic, coriander, and pepper. It turns out something like a thick test in which slices of chickpeas are clearly felt. They form balls from the dough and fry them in boiling oil like donuts. Finished falafels are served with vegetables and sesame sauce. These chickpea donuts are a real storehouse of vitamins and vegetable protein. If fasting, they replace all meat dishes for Egyptians. Falafels are also wrapped in corn tortillas. Vegetables are added and watered with garlic sauce. It sounds strange, but it tastes divine. Takoyaki, Japan. Takoyaki is incredibly popular in Japan. It's kind of a donut with pieces of octopus inside. The dish is complemented with toppings: pickled ginger, green onions, cheese, dried seaweed, and sprouted beans. Finished takoyaki is spread on a plate and sprinkled with teriyaki sauce and mayonnaise. Donuts are sprinkled on top with fish chips, dried seaweed, and herbs. The dish is juicy, tender, and not high in calories at all. Takoyaki is baked in a dry pan, not deep fried. Cevapcici, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Cevapcici are similar to ordinary sausages, but it is only in appearance. They are prepared not from minced meat, but from chopped fatty meat. Thanks to this, the texture of the meat fibers is felt in cevapcicis. To make the sausages juicy, Bosnians add bacon to them and also add spices and onions. Cevapcici is fried on a wire rack over an open fire. Eggplant, zucchini, tomatoes, bell peppers, and onions are usually baked next to it. The finished sausage is served with corn tortillas, pickled onions, and grilled vegetables. Souvlaki, Greece. The Greeks did not reinvent the wheel. They just wrapped the meat and vegetables in a cake. But it has turned out to be very delicious. Souvlaki's meat and vegetables are baked on charcoal right in front of hungry tourists. Pieces of chicken, pork, lamb, beef, several varieties of fish for every taste are fried on a baking sheet. Nearby are browned onions, peppers, carrots, and tomatoes. A tourist chooses fillers and the cook immediately wraps them in a cake, sparkling them abundantly with herbs and chopped chili, and pouring on top with the traditional Greek tzatziki sauce. This is a yogurt mixed with garlic, herbs, and grated cucumbers. The taste is incredibly fresh and spicy. Tanghulu, China. This is the dream of any sweet tooth, sweet, tasty, and even healthy. Tanghulu are can-dried fruits and berries. To make this dessert, the cook puts the fruit on a skewer. Previously, sweets were made only from hawthorn, but now everything is used. Small apples, bananas, kiwis, strawberries, grapes, cherries, citrus fruits, and plums. Then the fruit skewer is dipped in a boiling sugary syrup and immediately removed. As a result, a thin layer of sugar glaze appears on the fruits. At the same time, fruits do not lose their juiciness and retain all natural vitamins. This is a brilliant recipe. Burek, Croatia. Try Croatian burek and you will definitely ask the cook for a recipe. This cake is unusually juicy, hearty, and airy. Puff pastries are rolled out very thinly, which are very tender and soft. The pie consists of several layers, arranged with delicious fillings. The most popular filling option is minced meat with garlic, onions, and spices. But there are bureks with fish, cabbage, pumpkin, mushrooms, spinach, and cheese. Sweet lovers can order a cake with sweet cottage cheese or fruit. This is not a very traditional option, but also very tasty. Serve burek in large pieces, wrapped in wax paper. If you take this on the go, this will be very uncomfortable. It is too tender and crumbles easily. If you do not want to stain your clothes with the filling, you have to stop, sit down on a bench, and enjoy the local views. Trdelnik, Czech Republic. Have you tried a bun cooked over an open fire like a regular barbecue? It is very tasty and very unusual. The baking is tender inside and crispy on the outside. It smells of smoke and baking. To cook trdelnik, the cook rolls a strip of yeast dough and wraps it on a wooden roller. It turns out something like a tube, only very wide. The cook sprinkles the dough with sugar, cinnamon, and nuts and sautés over charcoal, constantly turning it. Traditional trdelnik is served without filling. Czechs are sure that any toppings will distort the taste of the dish, but not all chefs follow the traditions. In Prague, you can find pastry shops serving trdelnik stuffed with whipped cream or ice cream, filled with fruit or sprinkled with syrup. You may choose either option, traditional or innovative. Or how about just try them both and find out personally whether trdelnik needs filling or not. Quail, Philippines. This is a real vitamin protein bomb. Quail eggs are strung on skewers, dipped in dough and deep fried. By the way, the batter is very unusual. It is a bright orange color, but there are no chemical dyes in the test. The local spice annatto gives it a bright color. It is made from the seeds of the bixa or alana tree. It also gives the dish a very unusual exotic taste. For each quail skewer, the cook offers a plate of sweet and sour sauce made from ketchup, soy sauce, rice vinegar, and brown sugar. During the meal, the eggs are supposed to be dipped in the sauce so that the yolk is well saturated with it. This makes the dish more juicy and spicy. That's all for today. What is the most unusual dish you've tried? Tell us about it in the comments. And don't forget to put like if you like this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.